Turning now to new reporting about how the U.S. is approaching Venezuela's disputed presidential election. The Wall Street Journal reports, quote, the U.S. has discussed pardons for Maduro and top lieutenants of his who face Justice Department indictments, said three people familiar with the Biden administration deliberation. The Washington Post reports, quote, rather than taking the lead in pushing for Maduro to step down and threatening sanctions and other reprisals if he refuses, as the White House has done in the past, the current administration has placed its hopes in the triad of leftist Latin American governments to persuade him to yield. So far, efforts of the presidents of Mexico, Colombia, and Brazil, all of whom have relatively stable relations with Maduro, appear to have achieved little. It comes as Maduro called opposition leader Maria Corina Machado a terrorist and a fugitive of justice. Joining us now, Samantha Schmidt, Bogota bureau chief for the Washington Post. Samantha, thank you so much for being with us today. What more did you learn about the U.S. strategy and what they're trying to accomplish vis-a-vis Venezuela?
What we understand is that there's not yet an offer proposed to Maduro. However, there are many things on the table that the U.S. is considering to offer him as incentives to negotiate before a presidential inauguration in January in Venezuela. And among those options are the potential lifting of indictments against him and some of his allies in his inner circle. But the U.S. also wants to allow Latin American countries to take the lead on these negotiations because there is an ongoing effort between Mexico, Brazil, and especially Colombia to get Maduro to the table. And so they also have their proposals and their offers that they're considering. But this week could be a crucial crossroads for this. And there is a hope that there could be a meeting between those Latin American presidents this week.
These Latin American presidents that have had, as the Post says, a quite close relation with Maduro in the past. Meanwhile, there is more fear, more repression in Venezuela. What's the latest on the ground there?
Maduro himself and his government boasts of more than 2,000 detentions. We know of at least 23 deaths, and many of those in protests. And there's just a great deal of fear right now. People have had their passports annulled. There is, a crackdown on the use of WhatsApp. And, Maduro has said he is banning X as well. And there's just a great deal of fear, and the opposition, their local leaders at the regional level have, increasingly been arrested, been detained. So clearly Maduro is cracking down right now, and that does not bode well for the momentum of the opposition.
Samantha Schmidt, it's really great to see you. I thank you very much for being with us this morning.
Thank you, Jose.